Hello everyone and welcome back to Diablo 3, still on my Witch Doctor, still in Act 2. And now we'll go to the Sundered Canyon.
Something tells me this will be an interesting journey.
And here we meet the Enchantress.
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
They may find that difficult. I have come to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you.
Well now, it's my lucky day.
There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I appreciate your concern, but these cultists are known to me. I do not fear their traps.
Okay, new lore. And
I would rather not discuss the sand wasp. These overgrown insects wouldn't be notable whatsoever if not for their exceptionally poisonous stings, which, alas, killed my young apprentice. I thought he would be more careful when I sent him to retrieve a sample from the hive, but his parents did not understand my perspective.
these are fairly dangerous enemies. Up here we have Lacuni as well, which we'll listen to now.
The Lacuni, or Panther Men as they are sometimes called, have inhabited the desert wastes east of Caldeum for thousands of years. The large males are the tribe's leaders and protectors, while the agile females are expert hunters. Mostly they are primitive and reclusive creatures, although they will attack if cornered or hungry.
So yeah, the desert, the sand wasp things, they shoot out these small, to me they look like smaller beads or something, but anyway, very slow moving projectiles, but they do a lot of damage, which makes them dangerous. And the Lacuni are quite quick, so as you saw they have that leaping attack which they can use even while they're snared, which makes it difficult to keep a distance, which would be useful against, well, things that do that much damage when they get close. The scent wasps aren't too dangerous because, as you can see, the projectiles are fairly avoidable. But they also do very decent damage. And here we have...
Be careful. They are very near to us.
That cannot be. The way is blocked.
You should never have come.
The first illusion. It kind of looks like an illusion, and it's rather obvious that it has to be one, because otherwise the game would now be over. There's no other way. And now let's ask the Enchantress, what the hell is going on?
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
Thank you, Irena. But tell me why you are truly here. I sense you have a greater purpose.
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
There we go.
Captain, from behind! Protect the people!
And here we have the first of the... Whoa, large Lacuni. And we also notice they are fairly dangerous.
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Is the road ahead so filled with danger?
More than Lacuni stalk the road. Cultists cast their spells from 2 desert layers to disguise the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Okay. But I will do my usual thing and explore the entire map. The way it is in this game, going from one act to the next is usually a substantial increase in difficulty, and then throughout the act it doesn't go up too much. So, still noticeably, but not that badly.
There is another illusion here. The cultists tried to hide their footsteps, but their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals.
We'll
I will
find them
seek out
anyway.
any other traces of their magic.
And there we have some new lore about these fallen, I would assume, but we'll listen to it now.
It seems that the Fallen are indeed creatures of demonic origin. The old heraldic
Look, more hidden footprints.
That's the problem, they keep interrupting stuff.
It seems that the Fallen are indeed creatures of demonic origin. The old heraldic tale claims they were once powerful servants of the mythical Asmodan. They purportedly aided him in his battle against the prime evils, and Diablo later punished them by twisting them into the small, stupid forms they now possess.
Okay, so now I can go on. It's a little... well, these are obviously enemies, hiding below the sand, but you can't fight them before they emerge.
The Dune Thresher is an elusive being with a tremendous capacity for bloodshed. It lurks beneath the sands, rising up to seize prey in its jaws and rend the body until it is but sinew and gore. I once saw a Thresher in the flesh, and it rather disagreed with my constitution.
And there we have the reason why this act is a lot more difficult than the one before. The damage is just... the damage the enemies do is a lot higher, making this troublesome. I might go ahead and buy some better items to help me fight that. I'm not certain. I don't know. I'll see if I can find anything that's cheap. I don't want to spend like large amounts of gold. Not that I have large amounts of gold really, but... oh dear.
Need more time.
So knockback is annoying. And these guys do a lot of damage as it is. But that was actually...
how we do it in Kingsport.
that was actually quite acceptable. Oh, a resplendent chest. That's obviously some sort of trap. Is it? They usually don't stand around like that anymore. Because people again used to farm them, and
Needs more time.
Blizzard didn't like them farming these, so they basically removed a lot of resplendent chests, but perhaps they just made these a little more random, so... I think the issue was there was one area in Act 3, I think, where there was always a resplendent chest, so that was farmed quite a lot automatically, so people just used bots, which I guess if they want to maintain a functioning economy in the game, which they did at least, I guess that's not much of a priority now, but it was. So if they want that, then obviously they need to prevent people from using bots. If this were a traditional offline RPG, of course, it wouldn't matter. More wasps. As I said, these are quite nasty because of the incredible damage of the, done by the projectiles. And as you can see, the hitboxes aren't that reliable either. Okay, Fallen Overseers. They are, well, what it says on the tin, I guess. Okay, that being done. Against these Dune Threshers, the lizards hiding below the sand, I find it best to try and kill the enemies in the area and then stand still and just let them spawn. Okay, Lucky Amulet. Pointless and pointless. And I don't use two-handed stuff anyway. Okay, I can now get Exploding Toads, Mutate to fire bullfrogs that explode for 169 damage as fire. Okay. And spirit barrage. Bombard a target with a spirit blast that deals 230% weapon damage as physical. Okay. Still haven't unlocked the voodoo set of skills, I guess. So that's the path that's currently blocked, by the way. But yeah, there's lots of interesting stuff still coming up. Oh yeah, I forgot these are really short range. And I keep picking up items by accident. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Such a bad enemy to use close range attacks against. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Not good at all. You see, I can't even reach them. Wow.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Yeah. So, as the game progresses, you will probably see me die a lot more. As I said, unless I decide to invest into better equipment, which, as I said, I might, but I'm not 100% on it.
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
As long as you aren't an illusion too.
Whatever do you mean?
So I'm definitely not gonna spend much money, but if I find like a cool thing for a few thousand gold, I might pick it up. Fortune Shrine, okay, might as well take it. And should be fairly close to finishing the circle, I guess. Oh, come on.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Wow. So at close range, the the toads are actually quite strong. Because I think I throw out... what was it? Let me just check. 3 toads per attack, and each of them does 169% weapon damage, so... Oh, what the... Nice! I didn't even notice. I picked them up so quickly I didn't even notice I got some legendary boots. Interesting, interesting. And I'll put on those as well. So let's see what they do. Wow. Okay, dexterity, vitality, gold, regenerating. The crudest boots, yeah, not that good, but they're better than what I had. So there we go. Just randomly found those.
Look, more hidden footprints.
It is interesting that I didn't notice, because if you find a legendary item, it shows up on the... Wow. You actually see it on the mini-map. It has a symbol there, and there's like a beam on the map as well. I guess when rewatching the episode, I'll see how I missed it. I must have picked it up really quickly. Because they are hard to miss, because, well... I guess if you do get one and miss it, you would hate yourself forever. Well, probably not, but... Especially for a casual player, it would be really bad. It's like, oh, I found a legendary and then I didn't see it and accidentally changed maps. Okay, so the sand wasps do not last long against my eels. Mortar attacks as well now. They really are nasty things, these Lakuni. I'd say a fair deal of my my deaths in Act 2 are ultimately caused by Lacuni. This dungeon is random, by the way, and again it's gonna have a resplendent chest. I don't believe I've seen all the random dungeons in this game yet, because pretty much for the same reason as I spoke of that a few episodes ago, how in the later game people tend to spend all their time in a very small part of the game, like in a very small amount of areas. And for that very reason I pretty much spend all my time in Act 3, because for me it was the most convenient, I guess, to farm. The toads are really nice for damage, you just have to learn to handle them well, I think, in terms of range. And I think there might be a dungeon entrance here. Yeah, there is. We're gonna find some, I guess, fun stuff in there. But first we're gonna have to fight. Against Fuad the Cannibal. He can drain health, but usually you're able to outdamage him. Yeah. And now a few dead villagers. And his journal.
Day 4. We were crazed with starvation from 3 days with no food, but that is no excuse for what we have done. Day 7. I cannot face what I have become. Day 10. I hunger, but I am patient. Someone will come for me, and then I will feed again.
Learned the charm spell long ago and spent many hours practicing it.
That's not what I... Never mind.
Okay, that conversation was cut off slightly. So I guess we're gonna hear the details of that. Maybe if I have the scoundrel with me. Well, no, actually. Because the enchantress becomes a standard follower, it's difficult to have both her and the scoundrel active at the same time. So we might have missed that one forever. And now we've done the cellar. That was a very small one and I knew it, so that's why I went in there now. It's not a large side dungeon, it's just that tiny thing, and there's always the same enemy in there and he's always draining health.
Let me check the treasure.
Yeah, you can have the white and grey equipment.
Look, more hidden footprints.
Please don't trigger the goblin yet. Of course they do. Okay. So once I caught up to him, I did a lot of damage. That's good. But yeah, they leave a trail of gold when they run away. And sadly, if you're not careful, at some point you're just gonna find a trail of gold leading nowhere, because the treasure goblin is gone. I would show you, but then they can drop good loot, so I'm not gonna provoke the well, I'm not gonna provoke the leaving to happen. And now, since we've explored everything, I'll just start with the altars, and then I'll go and do the side dungeon afterwards.
The ritual is disrupted!
Yes, it's disrupted. And we get some more spawning, but they're not much trouble.
There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
And now we can explore this bit. Again, there's an achievement for doing these events very quickly, but I'm not going for it.
This hero means to attack you in Alcarnus. If I were you, I would set a trap at the casino outposts. But I am not you. For all I know, you wish to fail me again and force me to kill you. That would grieve.
Look, more hidden footprints.
This hero means to attack you in Alcanus. If I were you, I would set a trap at the casino outposts. But I am not you. For all I know, you wish to fail me again and force me to kill you. That would grieve me, though somehow I think I could manage it.
Okay. Sometimes it's a bit annoying how the lore gets cut out so easily by her finding new footprints. The footprints technically lead you from the entrance of the area to the first hidden ritual place, and then from there to the second hidden ritual place. But once you've done the full exploration, you don't really need that because
This is one of the cultist lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
this place literally says secret altar, and the mission objective is to interrupt the ritual in the secret altar, so
The ritual is disrupted!
not that difficult to figure out.
There. That I'd lost all hope.
And Kane's lost satchel.
It is with some reluctance that I write on the 7 lords of hell, for they are the greatest of the demons, and even whispering their name.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
Belial and Asmodan, lords of hell, plan to destroy us all. I shall destroy them first.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here.
Okay, so we will continue with that lore next time. I'll see you then. Bye bye.